much is your leg over there? The leg? This might be the first and only time that I've ever asked for the price of a leg at a garage sale. And more on that in a minute, but you guys may have noticed a serious lack of garage sale footage or content on this channel. And that's because honestly, I think that my garage sale videos are boring. It's early in the morning, I'm half awake, I'm focused, I'm trying to move along quickly, and I probably even look a little grumpy. I mean, little kids run away when I walk up to their sales. So typically all the footage ends up being me just kind of walking around silently looking at random things on tables and driveways. So I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. I wanted to really break it down and just show you the highlights, because I went up to the US 21 Road Market at the end of July and I found some really cool stuff. Check it out. First up is something that if you're a reseller, you really should be on the lookout for.
I guess a lot of people thought it was going to be hot because we've been so hot.
Right.
But we just really let it up on the temperature.
It's going to get muggy this afternoon, I'm sure, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get this from you.
Okay.
You got 50 cents on there.
Okay.
$1 close enough.
Okay, I got you.
Don't worry about it.
You might need it somewhere.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oops, I dropped it. You're going to take that one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good day and hope you sell out.
You too. I hope you enjoy your day.
This is one of those things that's discontinued but still in high demand. I sold this Clorox bleach pen in about 2 days for $27 plus shipping. Not bad for 50 cents.
Excuse me.
Next up is a church sale, and I actually got here pretty late. I think it was around noon. I still found some really cool stuff though. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything priced. It was kind of weird, and I had to deal with that later.
How much is this backpack?
That right there is you put it in the microwave and it holds you open up to the food.
We're about 20 seconds into this clip, and this is exactly what I was referring to earlier, that awkward silence while I'm looking at stuff at yard sales. But I guess I'd go ahead and tell you that this was a race scanner like you would take to a NASCAR race, so you could hear drivers and pit crews. Pretty cool, really good condition. But I also have no idea how much they want for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was interested in those three things. I don't know how much you had.
You know what this is, though?
Yes, sir. Race scanner.
Yeah, it's a race scanner. About 25 for all of it.
25 for all of it. I can do that.
Truthfully, for a church sale, I was kind of surprised that they charged $25. I figured it'd be less than that, but honestly, I was happy to pay it. Sold the Logitech Harmony remote for $95. Sold the racing headsets and scanners. I actually sold for a little more than comps because I had two headsets. That sold for $79.99 plus shipping. And the little Kia headphone thing, that was just for personal use. So this is a set of Titleist AP1714 irons. They're asking $80 on these, and they're worth about $300. Except I didn't know that. I was thinking maybe around $150, so I decided to look them up. Unfortunately, I had no service whatsoever, so I had to make an offer.
Did you do 60 on them? The clubs? You did that? There you go. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So you'll notice I said that these were worth about $300. That's because they haven't sold yet and they're technically not for sale. I'm actually using these irons currently. I immediately brought them home, took them to the driving range, really liked them, so I put them in my bag. Now that does mean that I was able to sell my old set, pulled those out and sold those for some decent money. And I actually paid only $24 for those from Goodwill. So I'm still, I guess, technically in the profit. Morning. How are you?
All right.
How much is your jacket?
You offer me whatever.
I have no idea. Throw a number at me.
I was gonna say $10.
That's fair. I'll take it. That's cool. Kind of surprisingly, this Tony Stewart Old Spice jacket has not actually sold yet. And that's surprising because it's one of the more rarer patterns of this jacket. And I think it's got something to do with the size. The 3 most recent sales were all size large, and mine's a 3XL, so that may actually be holding it back. But I think once it does sell, it'll be worth it. But I also do want to remind you that you are only seeing the highlights of these sales, the good stuff that I picked up. There were several sales where I walked out empty-handed, or I may have picked up one golf club worth like $25, or maybe a polo shirt worth 15 or 20, just some little bread and butter stuff. And then there was hats. I bought way too many hats. I think I have an addiction to hats. Like, I just kept buying them because they were $1. And the plan was to sell them on Whatnot. And it's been a couple of months and I still haven't done that. So hopefully soon. But this next sale was very interesting because someone that you guys may actually know got there before me.
This is a vintage camouflage Carhartt jacket, and it's got a $20 price tag on it. So I'm opening it up because I want to see the tag, because the Carhartt tags always have a model number, which makes it really easy to look up, or at least typically it does. I must have stood in this driveway for like 5 minutes trying to find this jacket on eBay. Never could. Finally went to Terapeak and saw 2 that have sold in the past 3 years, so I decided to pick it up.
Is 20 the best you can do on that one?
That is a nice Carhartt jacket.
It is.
It is, and I don't think it's ever been worn much at all. I think 20 is pretty reasonable for that, considering how much they sell full price. Were you here yesterday?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because I had a couple guys with a camera like that yesterday.
Oh, really?
Walking around.
Nope,
I said,
wasn't
why
me.
are you filming? He said, well, we just want to remember. If we want to come back, we can't remember where we were.
There you go. All right, I'm going to get it from you.
Do you mind if I keep my hand?
Not a bit. I'm going to pull it off for you.
Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day. So this was actually a pretty rare Carhartt jacket with that camouflage pattern on it. And it actually has already sold twice. The first time I sold it, it got returned due to size. No big deal. I listed it again, and sure enough, it sold in about a week for $125 plus shipping. So definitely a good find there. But did you notice what that lady said?
Were you here yesterday?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because I had a couple guys with a camera like that yesterday.
Oh, really?
Walking around.
And I honestly didn't think much about it until very recently. I was watching some YouTube videos and this one pops up and I noticed that this lady in this garage looked awfully familiar.
What? I went the right direction, Mike.
So yeah, apparently Kevin and Mike got there before me, but at least they left me a little something. But if you guys may remember at the beginning of this video, I was asking about the price of a leg. Well, here you go. Morning, how are y'all?
Morning, bud. Going all right.
Don't you turn your cowboy bathtub over? Don't you turn your cowboy bathtub over? You want to know what's over here.
I've never found a prosthetic limb at a garage sale before, so I decided to look it up, and the only place I could see any kind of name or model number was on the actual rubber foot, and it looked like just the rubber feet were selling pretty regularly for around $100.
How much is your leg over there? The leg?
Oh. How about $10?
$10?
No, you need it?
I got a use for it.
Well, like I did.
Yeah,
Couldn't talk about.
I'll give you $10 for it.
I'd have never thought it.
If you got a change for the 20.
Yeah.
I'd have never thought it.
All it takes is one weirdo like me.
Well, no, two of them.
Yeah, you had one too, right?
Yeah, I
Appreciate you.
appreciate it, bud.
I'm pretty sure that lady thought I was absolutely nuts for buying a prosthetic leg from a garage sale, but you guys saw the comps. Just a little rubber foot cover part was selling for over $100, and it was selling pretty regularly. Unfortunately though, I did actually break that part. I had to get it off to get to the size, which was on the bottom of the carbon fiber piece. And as I was pulling it off, it actually tore. So that's almost like losing $100. Fortunately though, the carbon fiber foot piece was still good. I actually took that off the leg and sold it separately, and it's already sold for $215 plus shipping. So I definitely think it was worth the $10 investment, even though I messed up the rubber piece. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually cut down like 3 hours worth of footage into about 12 minutes to kind of move it along at a faster pace. Let me know if you like that. Let me know if you don't like that. And if you've got any suggestions, I'd love to hear those too. But once again, I do hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.